How's it? Today is Monday, August 30th, and I am doing snatches today. Hang snatch doubles. Um, I talked to Steve yesterday about it, and he said in light of how everything has been going lately, just the moving and work being difficult, that I don't need to push up 10 pounds today from last week. Last week I did 205 for a hang snatch double, and he said that 210 would be fine today, 215 would also be good. So it was kind of a range of what weight that I should do. And me being me, I didn't want to take a 5 pound jump. I also thought that the 205 that I did make today was pretty solid, so I felt that 215 could be doable. And I was right. I did end up doing a double, 215, which is a PR double in any variation. So hang, full, floor, power, block, whatever. 215 is a PR lifetime PR double. So that is a positive note for today. I did miss a lot though. I think I missed four lifts from at 215. So I went for like 8 sets, and I think I missed four of them. So it's quite a big miss rate. The warm ups today were pretty solid. I was focusing on just trying to use my legs rather than pulling really hard with my upper body, which is typically what I think about because I oftentimes let the bar get out in front of me, and if I can pull a little bit harder with my upper body, I know for sure that that will keep the bar closer to me. But it does actually introduce a more forward and backward movement because it's the extension's not really coming from my hips, it's coming from my upper body, or the closeness is not coming from my extension, the closeness is coming from my upper body. So it sort of band-aid effect fixes a poor extension. But that one there was pretty solid. It's 190 if you go back and review it. Um, this one was a fail mainly because I was very, very, very upset. The lady that you saw at the beginning of that clip, she walked right in front of me and it was just, I don't know what this shoe was doing. But you see here, this 205, I did end up fixing it. Um, yeah, and so here is my first attempt at the 215. This single rep here, this first one, was definitely the best one I did all day. However, I did not make the second lift. I do have the requisite height, but you can see there, when I don't push with my legs, there's this sort of weird forward and backward motion that the bar ends up going on, even though it's technically still close to my upper body. So I focus a little bit more on that to fix that moving forward for the other sets here. Yeah, so that's two misses already. Oh, sorry, I only actually had two misses ish. Um, and so this is my lift here, my double, the PR attempt. I did make it, so pretty positive for me. Not as good as the first set, but the second. Sorry, not as good as the first rep on the first set, but by virtue of me making this lift here, it's defaulted to better. Yeah, I was not I was not feeling super hot after that, but a PR is a PR. After that, I moved into some banded snatch deadlifts. So there, I almost failed because the band was pulling the bar out under me, and so that was um, the reason for that. Yeah, these are actually a lot harder than they are than I thought they would be. they are getting to weights where I think that like I should be able to move really well. This band is supposed to add 15-ish pounds at the top, or at least when it's stretched. So if I am struggling to hold 240 plus 15, which is 255 pounds, at my hip, then I honestly have no business snatching that. So I have to really focus on pushing hard for those. After that, I moved into some snatch, push, press plus overhead squat. Last week I did a snatch balance PR at 275, and I do think that I could probably push to probably around 300. It won't be pretty, and there might be a chance for injury, but it's not really worth it at this point. So Steve just wants me to kind of transition to something else that's a little bit easier, that'll allow me to increase weight again, if that makes sense. So today was just snatch, push, press plus overhead squat, 3 plus 1 at whatever I did my snatch banded deadlifts at. So that was 240 today. And here it is as I adjust my wrist wraps. Don't do that at home, kids. But I do not believe this is a PR. I think my PR is probably like 255 pounds for a 3 plus 1. The individual snatch push presses are really easy. Especially when I give myself a chance to reset here. And then the overhead squat is, as long as I maintain positive stability here, then it's fine. Yeah. And then after that, after being goaded into doing weighted pull-ups, I was so over everything that I was actually just gonna do body weight pull-ups. G1 was like, yeah, just do the weighted pull-ups. So I ended up going up another 5 pounds this week to 45 pounds for 3 sets of 10. They're not the cleanest, so I do think I want to keep them at 45 next week if I am doing pull-ups next week. Then I did some hanging leg raises to finish off the workout. But all in all, a PR is a PR, so today was a pretty good day. And that's it. Thank you for watching. Shoots.